Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Today, I want to talk to you guys about food because food is very important to all of us, and it's something that we all, obviously, or I hope, enjoy eating, whether by yourselves or whether with friends. Now, nothing beats a better time than great recipes. Putting together great recipes for loved ones, friends, enemies, whatever the case may be. We all need a little bit of inspiration from time to time, and that is exactly what we're going to go over today. Now we're coming straight out of the gate with Kool-Aid steak. You know that amazing drink that we all grew up drinking, throwing in a little 2-liter or 4-liter pitcher and mixing her together to get a really good drink out of? Yeah, we're throwing that onto steak now. And I think we should give this one a try. You know, share it with somebody you love, see what they think. Just be sure you got the money for the ambulance afterwards, because I don't know if this is something you should be mixing together. I'm going to come at you with a little jump scare here because this one's a little spooky. So, setting aside the crazy amount of likes that this one is getting, they like to call this one feetloaf. And, you know, very creative. Meatloaf in the shape of feet with some onions, some cheese, all that good stuff. Very spooky material right here. Very TikTok-esque. Just a 5 out of 5 for me. Personally, I'd probably take a bite out of this, but I would feel guilty for the rest of my life, to be quite honest with you, because that end result is crazy. Just looking at that end result, I don't think that's something that I would even want in my house. It would scare me if it was even in my house. So they've definitely nailed the spooky part of this.
My grandma didn't make apple pie, she made hot dog pie. And oh yeah, we stood in line for that delicious hot dog pie like it was Black Friday. Beans, cheese, sliced hot dog, and tater tots all baked under that golden
Beans in a hot dog pie. I'm speechless.
crust, crispy, gooey, and super delicious. Now the real question is, are you brave enough to eat it, or just too scared to admit that you want it? Tag someone that would try this below, and as always, oh my god, no, Ricky!
I would probably take a bite out of this one, but it is not something that I would even think about making. Putting beans in a pie with hot dog, just the thought of beans and tater tots in a pie crust is insane to me. I can't even imagine what that would taste like. Pie crust typically goes with a lot of stuff, you know, it's delicious. I love pies, I love different kinds of pies. But the thought of having it with hot dog and beans is, I can't even imagine what that would taste like at the end of the day. But hey, would you try that? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe you like this, maybe you've tried it. So if you look here, you'll see that everybody else brought something delicious, and I mean absolutely delicious looking, to the party. And for some reason, this wildcat of a lady decided to make this insane concoction of Jello, alphabet soup, Jello mold, and she put sausages with it and Spam and all that good stuff together. What is this lady doing? I could not imagine going to a party of friends. Oh shit, there's even marshmallows in there. I did not even see that till now. But I could not imagine going to a party with friends, maybe his friends, maybe his coworkers. She hates them and she's just serving them this because, gotta throw a little prank on him. But if this were friends and if I was putting all of this together and I came to the function with just this, that is like the biggest middle finger ever. Now, maybe it was a joke. I hope it is. It seems like it is. But if it wasn't, this gotta go. This ain't it. I'm sorry, but this just ain't it. These next few are obviously a little satire because I've seen this fella around Instagram Reels, different TikToks and such. I don't use TikTok, just so we're clear. I don't like TikTok, all right? I don't like it at all. But I've seen the clips of this, and I thought this would be pretty funny. This would be pretty funny to look at again.
You've never had ground beef Girl Scout cookies? You guys have been begging me for this recipe ever since I made salmonella sliders, and today I'm going to show you this delicious carnivore cookie recipe that the kiddos are going to love. It's so yummy and easy to make. All you're going to do...
So, simple recipe, ground beef. You make it into small little patties. You throw a little bit of that chocolate drizzle on top, and voila. You are good to go. Now, again, this one is satire, so I obviously get it's just a joke. This guy makes a lot of videos like this. But the thought process of putting this all together and just as content in general, making contents like this and putting it out there and letting everybody know that just cloud seeking in this way is just very, very interesting to me, for lack of a better term. If you thought I was kidding, no, we got another one here.
Pee in a pot of boiling water because today we're making chicken pizzle soup. That is chicken noodle soup, but instead of using chicken and noodles, we are using a bull pee. This is a super delicious traditional American recipe that my Mima would make every single time I got sick as a young kiddo. All you're going to do is boil your chicken noodle soup broth and stir it around in your bowl. Then we're going to take our other pan and throw some bay leaves, allspice, and a little bit of lemon extract, and then put our pee into the molten water. This might be a little...
I just wanted to get to the point where he said, throw the pee into the molten water. I thought that one was pretty funny. Yeah, chicken noodle soup. You got a pizzle, throw it all together. You pop it in there. This is the same guy as the last one, so you can see that this is just his content. This is the kind of stuff that he makes. But this is just another good example of TikTok clout chasing at its peak, or at its best. People will do anything on this platform. They'll just put together anything. It's absolutely insane, but also a little bit of entertaining. At the end of the day, I'm hoping nobody's actually taken this quite serious and making any of these joke recipes, or even any of the other ones that we just watched previously that were actual people making crazy recipes. I hope people are just not doing this, making it for themselves or their friends. Just don't. Please, just don't.
Let's place a tomato in our avocado and pop the other half on. Now I'm going to place our avocado in some all-purpose flour and then just roll it around, get a nice coating of this on there. There we go, that looks good. So we'll place it in here. And then I'm going to do the same thing again, just kind of rolling around, getting a lot of that egg wash on there. And then we'll go into our Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Roll that around. There we go. This looks great. Now we'll take our masterpiece and place it in our air fryer. And now this is ready to go in, and we're gonna do it at 390 for 10 minutes. And there we go, all done. And for the finishing touches, we're just gonna add some sriracha mayo and a little sprinkle of parsley. All right, let's cut into this, see what we got on the middle. Ooh, look at that. And I'm just gonna season our tomatoes a little bit, just with a little salt and pepper. All right, let's give this a try. Cheers.
I wanted to include this one because it is far more tame than all of the other ones that we've seen, whether satire or not satire. This one is basically just a air-fried avocado with a tomato inside. Still a bit of an interesting recipe, something that I probably wouldn't even think about making. But hey, out of all of them, this one is probably the one that I would try the most. So just to give you guys a little bit of a break, I wanted to add this one in so you can kind of see something a little more crazy, but just not as crazy. Just far more tame, far more edible, something you can actually eat, not like some of those others. But this one does look pretty decent. I'm very sorry because this last one got me going. What is wrong with people?
Cooter muffins are my husband's favorite breakfast, and if you don't know what that is, it is a muffin that you put your discharge in from your cooter. So what a menstrual cup all of the time, and it catches any discharge that comes out, and I just go ahead and put that in the fridge. And that's actually what this bowl here is. It's a I do mix it with some powdered sugar so it tastes good, but that's discharge
Oh my lord, I'm sorry, I had to pause right there. I didn't think this one was actually this crazy. I read the title and I thought I would play it, but this is a bit much.
and powdered sugar, and I put it in the fridge, and it kind of thickens up over time, and I make a bunch of baked goods with it because it just adds like this little bit of a sour flavor, and I know everybody tastes different.
Alright, baked goods with your secretion is just the line that we should not cross. All the others were pretty fun up until this one. This one's a big no for me. I'm very sorry about that last one. That was interesting, but we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave you guys with that very good ending. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave me a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hey.